Peace, 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 family. We're live and direct on the set once again. It's your favorite power couple in the building. I said it's your favorite power couple in the building. One more time, live and direct on the set with yours truly, King Amari and Queen
Amani Amari.
We barely knew our parents, so that made our job much harder. By the blind, we both was brought up. No love is what they taught us. We reciprocate the hate we learned in some.
You know, this our intro song right here.
It was some tender love and care. The crowd again, don't be confusing young, yeah.
I want to thank you so much for tuning in to the Power Couple Mental Fitness Program with my queen, of course, Amani Amari, and I. We're here to help to empower you on today. This is about positioning yourself for you to win. This is not just a couples thing, okay? Although it is something that can pertain to couples as well. But tonight we're going to discuss some very important spiritual and financial tips for you on this evening. That's going to help to position you to start winning in your life. Our attitude is servitude. We're here to serve you. Uwapele movement is a ministry in Uwapele. It's a Yoruba word that stands for gentle character. Again, gentle character. I want to thank you so much for helping us to reach over 1,500 followers on Instagram and climbing. Also 335 subscribers on YouTube. I want to thank you all so much for joining. We appreciate y'all. If you would be so kind to share and invite, and also if you have a business, please share your business out there. Also, let us know what city and state you're tuning in from. Again, what city and state you're tuning in from. Okay, for those who don't know, we are the owners of El Kebelon Lifestyle. That is our website, www.elkebelonlife, where we provide African men's and women's clothing, as well as accessories, health, wellness, and beauty products for your needs. We're here to serve you, so go check us out. Again, www.elkebelonlife.com.
Straight from the struggle. They left some things along the way, but not each other. They call us the power. I can put the lights in my name. You can put the gas in your name. Put the leeway in my name. The power on your name. The cake over my name. I've been off of my change. You don't want to eat
Queen Glenda Tate Williams in the building. Thank you so much for tuning in, Queen.
Welcome.
Kings Mountain, North Carolina in the building. Yes, sir. Yeah, power couple.
Absolutely.
Yes, indeed. So we're going to talk about positioning yourself to win on this evening. First and foremost, in order for you to be able to be a winner, you have to have a winner's mindset. Okay, it all starts in mindset. All successful people that I know of, whether they're in the financial arena, the athletic arena, whatsoever arena may be, they may be in whatever industry it may be, as far as franchising, it all starts with a mindset. Okay, so you have to ensure that you position yourself mentally. How do you do that? How we do it here is we have some literature, okay? And we make sure that we have some literature we read, okay? We have the Black Billionaires Club book written by one of our financial advisors, Evan Jefferson, okay, who's the CEO of ERG, okay, Enterprises. Put the information up for you, okay? He is the one that wrote this book. Again, Evan Jefferson. He's one of our financial advisors. We consult him for financial advice. All right. So position yourself to win. Information, accurate information. Okay. Accurate information. is going to bring about transformation in your life once you implement that information. Okay, we also have, you know, a book here by a good friend of ours named Tristan. Okay, he's a marketing specialist. Okay, so he helped to contribute to us being able to do better in the arena of marketing. Okay, so this is the book right here. You can purchase this book on Amazon. Okay, the Know, Like, and Trust Expediter. Okay, again, you can find this book by Tristan Sutton. Tristan Sutton there. Okay, also, we have the spiritual side. I hear Olofi's song. Okay, you got to have a spiritual, physical, and financial balance. All right. The physical side is here. All right. Heal Thyself by Queen Afua. Okay, Queen Afua. Queen Afua, Heal Thyself. You know. All right. So my queen introduced me to Queen Afua, helped us out big time because we were some donut, Krispy Kreme eating individuals, boy, up around here. You know, yes. Brother almost checked out of here. You understand what I'm saying? Brother fell out, boom, fell out on the floor. The queen had to come get her brother, man. I had to work on my health, man, with my brother there. She came, we had to hold my head. Oh, baby. Oh, you all right? All right. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm telling you, man, I had to get it together, boy. If I didn't, family, brother would have checked. I'd have been in the ancestor realm. Y'all have been pouring me libations. You understand what I'm saying? I had to call the medical wagon. Yes, indeed. For real, you know. So you know, that is the first thing that you have to do. You know, you have to make sure that you deposit the right information in your life, you know, so that way you can make the withdrawal and from that information and you can invest that, you know, so the ROI can be great in your life. One of the greatest investments is investing into your intellectual property, as I always say. All right. If you have intellectual property, it will literally, if you have the right information, will help you to be able to even purchase property. You know, again, many people, they have a Land Rover, they have a Land Cruiser, okay, but they don't own any land. All right. So you want to make sure that you get intellectual property, okay, because that is the greatest asset, the greatest appreciating asset. You know, it'll appreciate your mind if you continue to deposit the right information in your mind. Queen, do you have anything for the people on this evening?
No, you know, being that we're so connected, everything that I'm about to say, you've already said it. But I'm gonna put it to you like this: garbage in, garbage out. So if you continue to gorge yourself or indulge in garbage, that would be the what do you call it? That would be what the thing that would come out in your life. If you continue to put into you the wrong things, you'll start having the stinking thinking, the wrong type of thoughts or what have you. I have a story here about probably 2018. See, I'm very spiritual in my walk and what I do almost on a daily basis. I had conditioned myself well enough to know when my inner man or my spirit is talking to me. And one of the things that I was experiencing in 2018, I've come to a hard rock in the road, and I began to pray and I began to ask, what is it? What direction should my life go? And my inner man began to speak to me and told me that I must learn everything I can about money and about finances, because of the fact of putting those things on the inside of me, putting the information about money, about financing and all of that going into me caused something to come out. You know, that information that I consumed caused what we needed in order to go forward to come out of me. So garbage in, garbage out. You put healthy things in, you should get something healthy out. You put things that'll make you progress in, you'll be progressing. That should be a part of your outcome.
Okay, now before we came on here, you know, you and I, we discussed about the military, those different positions that we have to be able to have a better position in order for us to be able to be more stable. So, you know, talk to us about that, about your prayer warrior position, how you was taught in spiritual warfare about what you need to do to position yourself.
Well, in spiritual warfare, you know, they taught us about a lot of positions, and there's positions, of course, on your knees and prone positions or what have you. But one of the positions that they tell us to take is to be seated up high, be seated above all of the situations and all the things that you're going through, because sometimes when you're down low and you're in the same atmosphere or the same vein as the negativity, you can't what it is, you can't see quite well enough. My husband also told me that even in the military, that when you go up high, you can see what they give you, an aerial view, that you can see everything that's going on around you. But if you're still in a lower dimension, or if you're still, you know, dealing in those things that would hold you down, you wouldn't be able to, how can I put it, excel to where you need to be. You need to position yourself far above all of the things that are causing your hindrance. Elaborate, please.
Now,
Fix it up.
now, as I discussed in the intro, in the multitude of wise counselors, there is safety. I always have to expound on certain things because it's very specific. Okay. There was a situation that had arisen in my wife and I's life, and we consulted our financial advisor. Again, ERGJ Enterprises, who's the CEO of that, which is Evan Jefferson. Okay, he's also the CEO of the Black Billionaires Club. Okay, the book again that I presented to you earlier is one of the pieces of literature that he wrote, and he teaches us about investing. Okay, you want the right people in your corner. Matter of fact, it's a brother that I listen to named Yada. Okay, YADA, again, YADA, brother Yada. He talks about holistic health. Okay, spiritually, I listen to a gentleman by the name of Sri Master Gano Grills, right? Okay, so I mentioned all those individuals for a reason. And also Tristan Sutton, as I mentioned earlier, here's his literature that I purchased as well. And what is the purpose of having these wise counselors in my life in all those various facets of my life? I believe those are the three major tiers of my life: spiritual, physical, and financial. When you're well in all of those areas, you have no choice but to succeed. Okay. And so with these counselors in my life, I'm able to consult them. Okay. And I'm able to elevate. I'm able to have a higher consciousness. Okay. When you have a higher consciousness, that equates to a higher standard of living. Okay. You go to a higher level. As my wife had mentioned earlier, I never forget, she and I, we had went to an hotel, and I was able to see some things at the first level. However, when I went up to the floor that we was on, I think it was roughly around, what was it, the fourth floor?
Well,
around about the fourth floor, what it was?
Whenever I book a hotel, I always ask for a room on one of the higher floors towards the center, so I can get a better view.
Okay, so that's exactly where I was going. You know, with the higher consciousness, you have a better view about life. You have a better view about health. You have a better view about wealth. And spiritually, you have a better view about self. Okay, all of those things are important. You want to be spiritually, physically, and financially well. Okay, that's life within its totality right there. Each one of them affects your life. Okay, they are connected to one another. They can't be separated. Okay, you have to be well in all those areas of your life to be able to have that balance in your life, to be able to have some peace in your life. Okay, money may not give you peace in your mind per se as it relates to mental issues that you're dealing with, but it can give you a financial peace. Okay, that is the peace that will solve. Then your spiritual peace will give you the mental stability, even if your financial piece is not so much there at that specific time. You know, when you have the right mindset, it empowers you to be able to maneuver through life when things are not going your way. Okay, it positions you mentally to have the right attitude. Okay, so it can take you through what you're going through. That is the importance of mental fitness. Okay, because you're faced with an obstacle. It's a challenge. Okay, and me being a retired Marine, I understand obstacles very well. Okay, you know, we had obstacle courses literally, and it was to challenge you mentally and physically. Okay, so there's trials that come in your life, right? And those trials that come in your life, you're confronted with those things, and those things challenge you mentally and it challenge you physically. Okay, it challenges you in both mannerisms. Okay. And if you're not mentally and physically well or spiritually well, I guarantee you, when you face a trial in life, unfortunately, you'll crumble. Okay, because you're not mentally stable. Okay, so when a situation comes in your life that causes your life equilibrium to be off, all right, if you're not mentally stable, then you'll topple over because your life isn't calibrated, right? So you want to make sure you have that balance in your life. Okay, and you do that again by ensuring that you're depositing accurate information in all three areas that I aforementioned. Queen?
And along the titles of positioning yourself, there's just some things that you must do in order to position yourself. It's according to what it is you're looking to get. There's something that's called process management. And what it does is just, it manages the process. Say, I want to be a teacher. What is it that I need to do in order to become a teacher? What do I need to do to position myself to receive the outcome that I'm looking for? So therefore, positioning yourself, like he started out saying, positioning yourself mentally, positioning yourself financially, positioning yourself. Maybe you need to position yourself in school. Maybe you need to position yourself in something in order to gain the knowledge that you need in order to become a teacher.
Well said. And when you look at it in that perspective, now we're talking about business minded. Okay. If you're not business minded, okay, then what ultimately happen is you won't be successful in the business arena. Okay. How do you become the champion, the victor, if you will, in business? Okay. I want to pull out some literature here that my wife had put me onto, and there's two books here that she presented to me. Okay, and this is The Guide to Investing by Robert Kiyosaki. Okay, I know some of you may not like him because of the Trump situation. Okay, but the information and the implementation of that information will bring about financial salvation, financial stability in your life. Okay, you listen to the wealthy. Also, this tax-free wealth book, who is the counselor of Robert Kiyosaki. Okay, so if you want to know how the wealthy think, then you want to go to the root of the way they think, and you want to get into the mind of those who are wealthy. Okay, so you have to empower yourself economically. Okay, and this is Tom Wheelwright. All right, Tom Wheelwright, who's a certified public and accountant, CPA. Okay, so this is how you position yourself in business. Also, I have by attorney Audrey K. Chiselum. Okay, I have here how to start a 501c3 nonprofit. Okay, so whatever it is that you're trying to do in life, as my wife, I learned this from her. I promise you. I'm like, where did you learn this? Where did you get all this stuff from? You know what I'm saying? And my wife, she is an information junkie in a positive way. Okay, in a positive way. Okay, you know what I'm saying? I never complain about where you just know too much. You know what I'm saying? No, what this woman know help us to grow. You know what I'm saying? What she knows helped us to grow. Okay, so that's one of the reasons we're able to be victorious in the situation. Also, another person we consulted was Jay Morrison Academy, Brother Jay Morrison, because we're real estate investors as well. So whatever business industry that you're looking into, educate yourself about that. Okay, educate yourself about that, and then implement the information that you learn. Because see, that's how you win. And I always say this all the time. You know, information within itself will do you no good if you're not putting it to work. Okay. One thing about my queen and I, when it came to El Kebelon lifestyle, okay, when she and I started out, listen, man, it was some slow traction. It was some slow traction. All right. You know, a brother was like, did I do, you know, was this meant to be? You know, was it just my emotion? You understand what I'm saying? You know, because, you know, when you start something out, sometime, family, you know, we kind of try to make somebody else's story our story. Everybody has their life path. Okay, I like to use Brother Jay Morrison because in so many X amount of years, which wasn't a very extensive period of time, he became a multi-millionaire. You understand? So everybody's life path,
got to start somewhere.
you know what I'm saying? Thank you. We all have to start from somewhere, you know, so everybody's life path isn't the same. Some people have similar stories. Some people don't. You know what I'm saying? For us, it took us roughly a few months or so to really start getting some traction and to start positioning us to get into that 6-figure arena. You know what I'm saying? But guess what happened? We had to market. Okay. We positioned ourselves to win because not only did we market, okay, but we have a well-established website. So what am I saying? It's not enough to pray, and then what you're trying to do is not done with the spirit of excellence. That's counterproductive. That's counterproductive. You have to give the universe something to work with. Okay, you have to. And I have to help people out. Some people, they're spiritual extremists. Okay. You know, you have to understand this concept. Okay. You got to get around people who are well-established businessmen and women. Okay. I'm in a group. What is it? Boss leaders. You know, and I have to remember the rest of the information, but it's called, you know, the beginning of it is Boss Leaders. And then there I connected with a queen by the name of Connie. You know, she's an older lady. And Miss Connie, don't get offended. She's older than I, you know what I'm saying? You know, I respect her as, you know, my elder and whatnot. So, you know, anyway, you know, she's been in business in the double digits, you know, I listen to what she says. You know, I pay attention to, because she has 7 streams of income. She teaches these things. She has books on these things. Okay. And I say, you know what, listen, if I want to get there, then I need to listen to somebody who's already there. Okay, it's a very simple concept. These things are so simple, but people make it so complicated. You understand what I'm saying? You know, you have people right at your access, just like we consulted Brother Evan Jefferson. Listen, once a month, we have a 30-minute, everybody's a part of the Black Billionaires Club. Okay, have the opportunity, okay, to consult this plethora of knowledge that this gentleman have in his double-digit years in the financial industry. As a financial certified. I'm gonna say it again, not a Facebook financial advisor, not a YouTube financial advisor, not an Instagram financial advisor. Okay, a link, no, a certified financial advisor. Okay, who's proven by his track record, by showing us, you know, his productivity, giving us his Cash App information. All right. Now, him as a financial advisor, he could do that. A brother like me, I don't do that. But, you know, he can do that because he's our teacher. You understand? You know, and he teaches us these strategies, financial strategies, teaches us how to invest, all type of videos. Okay, there's a plethora, there's a pool of information there. You know, we do peer-to-peer lending there. Okay, we learning various financial strategies, okay, that we can do to level up. You understand what I'm saying? Learning about how to be able to understand the stock market. Okay. All right. Now you're talking about learning strategies that the wealthy know. Some people think that, you know, some people think that, you know, you just talking when you say this. You know what I'm saying? Listen, we're real estate investors. That is a multi-million-dollar trillion-dollar, billion-dollar industry. That's no lie. That's a fact. Okay. And we said, how did they do it? And it's very simple. My wife said, okay, let's purchase this book. You know, that's my queen called me. She called me Ad. You know, let's get this curriculum, you know, and let's read. And that's what I did. You know what I'm saying? I mean, she was already there. She was telling me stuff, and I was, how do we get that dough? You understand what I'm saying? You know, because she had that information. I'm like, man, let's put this thing to work. And we did, man. And we started building the economic shelter, you know, that has enabled us to position ourselves to be broken free from poverty mentally and financially, and has positioned us to be able to leave generational wealth for our children. Okay, we have business-based generational and investment wealth that we're able to leave our children. Okay, we learn from people like Shanda Porter, you know, who's in the Synergetic Network Group LLC. Okay, we consulted her. She's been in 15 years in the real estate industry, and we consulted her. Man, she mentioned a asset shelter as it relates to land. Okay, for those who want to know more about it, you inbox me. Okay, I'm not going to give you everything because see, I want to see if you're serious. I'll take out my time to share some more things with you if you're serious. So those who want to know more about what is this shelter, okay, I'll share it with you. You inbox me if you're serious, if you want to get into investing, or either, you know what I'm saying, if you just want to just simply, you know, to learn more before you actually get into, you know, in depth into that arena. But she mentioned a specific investment vehicle as it relates to properties being protected, the assets. I never heard of that before. I never heard nobody say that before at all whatsoever. Okay, so because we are connected with people like this, okay, it positioned us to win because we applied what they taught us. Okay, so you don't just win. I know some of you being taught, the mantle fall. the mantle fall from Elijah the prophet. But last time I checked, Elijah took the mantle and put it to work. Let's talk about it now. Your man know the book now. All right. Your brother know the book. You understand what I'm saying to you? All right. He went to the water and he used the mantle that had fallen to him. Okay. So it wasn't just because he hung around the other prophet. No, that anointing that flowed to his life, he put that anointing to work. And then he was able to split and the way was made. Right. So that's all I'm sharing with you. Okay. You got to implement these financial strategies in order for these things to start working in your favor. Listen, okay. We're working our way up the ladder to, you know, the multi-millionaire status. You understand what I'm saying? I don't sit up here in front and try to make things seem like no. But some of you who follow us seen us go, you know what I'm saying, from South Florida to Tennessee and start purchasing all these properties. You seen the video. I wanted you not to show off. I just wanted you to see we putting in that work and it's real, that you can do it too. We both come from the ghetto. I want you to understand that, from the hood. Okay. We both come from the quote unquote hood. I come from Rochester, New York. The queen come from Pompano Beach, Florida. Okay. And she and I, okay, because of us listening to wise spiritual and financial teachings, and we implemented those particular teachings, it transitioned our lives. Okay. Go ahead, Queen.
No, I was just going to say, not only, you know, did I myself come from the hood, I was a single parent mother on welfare, food stamps, living in Section 8 housing for quite some time. And matter of fact, the housing condition was so bad, it was deplorable. And my apartment just so happened to be the hangout for the drug dealers. So, I mean, it was to the point where people were just laying over everything. So to say that you come from that to where we're at now, it takes a strong mindset. It takes some being consistent and being persistent in order to get to where you want to be.
Okay. And right now, you know, in between, you got to excuse me because just like I was telling you about being connected to the right people, I was just texting, and I'm not boasting. I was just texting one of my multi-millionaire friends, in the real estate arena. And he's one of my mentors. We literally spent hours on the phone talking. And so, family, we're just on here to help you to see that if you want to win as a family, if we want to win as a people, guess what? The universe commands blessing where there is unity. Okay, now I want you to understand this. When you take action, the universe gives you a reaction. You reap what you sow, right? What is the action? Sowing. Okay. So what is the reaction? You reaping. You receiving the gifting because you did the sowing. Listen, I will continue to say this, and these things may be simple, but listen, these very simple teachings, I promise you, will uncomplicate your life. Okay, it will uncomplicate your life. Listen, when you are out of position, your life is rough. You bring unnecessary roughness in your life because you're not doing what you need to do. You're doing what you want to do instead of what you need to do. Okay, and you have to start doing what's necessary, because listen, a lot of us don't have what we need and want because we're not doing what we need to do. Handling your need is a domino effect to dealing with your wants. Okay, now listen, a lot of us, we do what we want to do, okay, instead of what we need to do. You know what end up happening? We end up doubling up on what we need to do. Now we can't do what we want to do because we didn't do what we needed to do. So we got to get out of this. Well, I don't want to. I don't feel like it. Listen, when you do that, that's counterproductive. You're saying you want to win, but you're doing things that put you in a losing situation. Hear me when I tell you, you're putting yourself in a losing situation by not executing. The only way you're going to execute poverty in your life and lack in your life is by executing wise financial and spiritual principles. I personally believe in being a whole person, spiritually and naturally. Okay, so if you want to be spiritually and naturally prosperous, then you must ingest content that is going to contribute to you having a healthy spiritual and financial life. Queen.
That's it for me.
All right, family. So again, we thank you so much for tuning in. All right, to the Power Couples Mental Fitness. Okay, again, I'm here with my queen, Amari. Now, y'all know we got to go out the same way that we came in. So I got to play our song. All right, family. So we thank you so much for tuning in again. Okay.
Let me talk to you.
That sounds like me.
That's all
I
right.
don't want to argue.
Get it now.
We acknowledge the problem, then maybe we can solve it, babe.
Queen Glenda, thank you for hanging in there with us, Queen. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Okay, family. So if you would be so kind to follow us on YouTube and on Instagram. Again, we believe that when you touch a life touches another life. It's a domino effect. Okay, so we want this information to germinate so we can help everybody to level up, so all of us can go up, so all of us can be spiritually, physically, and financially blessed. Okay, so I know this may be something that we learned in our adolescent years, but it's still pertaining in adulthood. Sharing is caring. Sharing is caring. Again, it's not about us being popular. This is about prospering souls. Prospering souls. We love you. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. That's why I love you.